You're right. I've just been slapped in the fish with a... I've been slapped in the fish with a wet fish. Just been slapped in the face with a wet fish. That hit fucking hard. Trauma is not caused only by the hand that hits you, or the knife that stabs you, or the lie that deceives you. Trauma is also caused by the ones that don't hug you. Oh, that's a revelation. That's the truth right there. That's the truth right there. That's the truth. In a nutshell, after 32 years of service, sir, that's the truth. It's not the abuse that's just traumatising. The abuse is traumatising, it's fucking horrendous. Heal from that, and then you get traumatised by the people who are meant to hug you and they don't even love you. Let that sink in, what I've just said. Trauma is caused by the abuser, and the abuser is the one who doesn't hug you and love you back. That's abuse. That's it. That's that. That's the golden ticket for today for anybody listening. You're traumatised because nobody's loved you. That's a fucking revelation of a truth. That's fucking it. I've been hit in the face by a fucking ID bug. Okay. Whoa. Yeah, that's right. I'm more traumatised. Well, now I am, because I'm healed and now I'm left by myself. Still living with post-traumatic stress syndrome, because I do have that, if you like a label. That is a label that I have. I do this a lot. Because I have to control my emotional body before I eat myself again. Yeah. It's very dangerous to mess about with somebody who's in control of their emotions and somebody who doesn't give a fuck. Literally, no fucks left. Told you in 2021, New Year's Eve. I'm going to get to the point in life where I know the truth and I have no fucks left to give. I thought there might be more people on my boat, but the skip rats are everywhere. Everybody in my past life. If you want to know who's involved in this, anybody who's been involved in my life for the last 46 years, ask them, they know. They're all involved. I can't keep naming and shaming people because I'm going to be here doing this for the next 30 fucking years. There's that many people involved with the ones who are traumatising me now by not loving me. So I've gone through all the trauma and the post-traumatic stress syndrome and I'm healed, and now I've got the snakes of the principalities of, oh yes, I'll help you, but they're not loving me. They don't know what love is. And that's another trauma I'm having to heal from. As I'm living in the snake pit of the well of the hell of a set-up house of the con artist, of the concern, dealing with everything on a multi-dimensional level, little Catherine, still not getting love. That's sad. That's sad. Down here on earth, obviously, I mean I'm well loved. I know what the dead people love me. That's a lot of dead people. Do you know how many people's died? How many people's been born and died and reborn? Actually, not that many. There's not many proper real souls. Because they're all fallen angels. Nephilims. Sold their souls. And now they're in the ghost town of the ghost ships. And they want me to go back in and help them. When they don't love me. They want me to, while I'm doing this, because I am healing, I do suffer with post-traumatic stress, and I deny it, but I'm in denial about that. I'm fine. If a woman says she's fine, don't fucking move an inch, she's ready for divorce. Fucked up, insecure, neurotic, and emotional. Fine. How are you today, Kat? Fine. It's the Joker's attitude. I'm the Joker. Well, I'm the jester. I'm a lady, so I'm a jester. Just come here to entertain you. But really, I've done 32 years of service in hell for humanity. So children don't have to suffer like I did. But in the reality, though, I am a hard fucker and I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. And I'm not going anywhere with any fucking body for who I haven't met from before yesterday. No, I'm not. I'll sit here until God tells me to move, because at the minute I'm working out the human trafficking experience, because I was human trafficked from a child. Kill my parents. My brainwashed me. So I can't remember being put in the dog kennel. No food. With the cats. Piss. Locked in a fucking box. Traumatised and fucked like a pig. First 7 years is always the hardest, and that's when they program you to fuck your life up. They buried us alive the start season, hoped that we would just die under there, but they didn't realise we were a seed that could grow, because we have faith. But on a human level, because we're dealing with the humanness of the earthness as well, you can't just be an angel and not be bothered all the time. It still hurts. Of course it hurts. They tried to run me over with a motorbike the other day. That was only Friday. Yesterday I tried to have a nice walk out. I had to go to the graveyard, and there they are again, the Sultan Satans of the principalities. Still trying to fucking kill me while I'm trying to heal. That's a really bad sin. That's a double jeopardy, because you've been warned to leave me alone. So yes, family, the more healed you get, I'm shining like a fucking ready brick. But yeah, it's still painful. Of course it's painful. Of course it's painful. We're all going through it. I just don't want to say it out loud, because we're just trying to put a happy face on. Face masks on. It's traumatic. It's only because I'm me that I'm managing to survive it. But it does hurt. Yeah, of course it hurts. Because you see this. This is a heart that people keep sticking knives in, turning them, twisting, and doing what they did to my brother Jesus. Putting salt in the wounds. But mine are scars now. I don't have any wounds. It is alright. But it's okay, but it's not okay anymore. It's not okay anymore. I've been with my brothers this morning. I'm not naming them, because you'll fucking try and kill them and they'll get fucking attacked again. But I heard a Lord speaking. A real Lord, not one who bought a certificate. An actual Lord with eyes that can see. I know. And he said that. Trauma. We can see it in you. It's in your eyes. Look at my eyes. That's how sad I am. I don't cry for myself, I cry for the world. Got the world on my shoulders now. Not anymore. Got a whole team doing that. They're holding the world up now. The marvellous ones. I'm on R&R, actually allowed to heal. Even though I'm healing in a human trafficking scam of scams, of scrubs. Now that's a master for you, that I can sit here and still smile about it while I'm fine. Fucked up, insecure, neurotic and emotional, Sarah, on one level, but don't worry, Cat will never, ever give up. I'm like a dog with a bone, and I'll win every fucking time. Doesn't matter how long it takes, I'll still win. God's told me to sit the fuck down and do nothing. So that's what I'm doing. Because apparently the captains of the dick ships have got enough rope, they're all hanging themselves. Literally, some of them are jumping off the ship like the Titanic, want to kill themselves. Other people are getting the rope and just going. 8:33 on the clock. I used to know somebody that I used to know. I know a lot of people. I knew one brother that killed himself. And then his other brother killed himself. They both hung themselves. Because that's what happens when you steal other people's stuff. You're told to not do it. And they're very disrespectful towards God, really. And that's what causes wars. Within one's cell, of course. I'm alright because I'm examinating myself with the Dr. River. It's from the space station upstairs in the satellite system. So I'm going to stick with, I've got the GP plan. I'm with the GP of the space himself. And he's helping me, the doctor. Doctor who? The GP. That's who. God's plan, you know. The planet. Your maker. And so I've got the GP, he's helping me upstairs. But now they've sent me someone from NASA to come down because it's an ABBA situation. Young and sweet and only 17, that's me. I was a 17-year-old that they traumatised. Whole shit show. So I'm just healing from ages 7 to 46, and from 0 to 7 we don't like to talk. I don't want to talk about that. But could you please get the card readers to tell them what they did to me between 0 and 7? I don't want to talk about it. I know it. They know I know it. I know it. But I am suffering post-traumatic stress syndrome, and I don't want to do it on a Sunday, but it does need saying. So I'm just gonna give the card readers who are playing the game with me to just name and shame. Just put it all out there. Just tell them what they did. Tell them about me eating shit and pigs and cows and dogs and shit. And oh MacDonald and a farm, in the Manson house. The Mansons. Man children. Heffalumps of never, heffalumps I call them. They're in the ring. Everyone I've ever met in my whole life's in a ring of the pedos. And it's very traumatising for me to have to talk about it online. So I told the card readers I don't want to have to do that. So why is they pushing me out? Not the card readers, but why is the devil trying to get me? Because he can't speak their own truth and tell everybody what they've done, not so great ones. And I think we should just, instead of doing letters and clues, because why are we doing clues? Why are we playing Cluedo still? Murdered her in the kitchen with a kitchen knife. We know that. Everybody knows now. Well, the 1% people who matter know. So I think we should just, if somebody wouldn't mind taking that responsibility off my back, I'm calling out for help. It's an SOS of an SAS. I can't be bothered. It's upsetting me. I don't want to talk about the actual actions of the sexual abuse that I've gone through, please. It's not fair. I know it. I feel it every day I'm dealing. Look at me. Even the Lord can see it in my eyes. Everybody knows it. Now I want to be left alone to heal. But I go out for a walk with the family and Stephen's still there. Coming in and interrupting everything. He's not really, but he is really. It's okay. But it's not okay anymore. It's called accountability and responsibility for one's actions. Everyone knows what they did. I don't need to say it out loud. There's more power in my silence. So I'm gonna and just help the elite team with entertainment and do stuff, and they can entertain the world with my sexual human trafficking abuse. Just name them. First and second names, I think. Why not? You've named and shamed me. You tried to get me. I'm saying that. They're saying I'm a pimp. And I'm married to... Who am I married to? Name him. Who am I married to? Who am I married to? Get his name on this fucking IT system. It's international treason. And IT. International tree sons of the Mason. But they had a meeting yesterday. That's why the devil came back out when I was at the graveyard. On the land. They've been at the sweat lodge. I know what they do to the women down there in the woods. I know where they're buried. I know everything. I will do some more God's work, but today it's Sunday, please people. I can't do it again today. I'm not doing it because I might trip you up on my bird on my wire. So I'm going to give the responsibility, because this is what we do in God's team, to somebody else. I don't have to do it. I've got people to help me, and I would like help. Maybe Queen of the Eye could do it. She's very good at tuning into the female emotions of the abuse. Or maybe the Kings would like to do it. I don't know. Anyone won the job of naming and shaming the old MacDonald farm house that I've been in. It's not a nice energy, mind, you won't like it. But I've spoken to my brother from the US Angels of the Cat House. And he knows. So if anybody can handle the energy of Ronald MacDonald's farm, of the sexual abuse, and what acts they've actually done to me, please feel free to do that today. You've got permission, because they don't want to come forward and admit who and what they've done, and I don't see why I have to do it. I don't have to do it. Dad says I don't have to. How do you want to handle this, Catherine? I don't want to talk about what the dogs have done to me. Of the cockroaches, of the bottom feeders, because we're now at the bottom and we're dredging. We're fishing of the dredging now. If that's being mentioned on my wire, it's after this is the void. There's no, we're on key 8. This is getting serious for people, because now there's only 1 or 2 keys left to wave about. So if you could please do that for me, one of the card readers, or all of you card readers, or anybody who wants the job and feels they get the divine message from God, from the ethos of the system, of the IT system, of God's connection of Ariel, please, can you just do it for me? I don't want to talk about the first 7 years, because I'm still dealing with them poisoning my food here, trying to kill me with a fucking goddamn motorbike, and come and attacking me in the fucking graveyard, spiritually speaking, of course. So I'm still doing a lot of work. I'm still I haven't left God's army. I'm not, everybody's at peace. Yes, I'm in heaven. I can do what the fuck I like. So this is what I'm going to do. Nothing today. I'm going to heal myself, relax, and do some meditation work, because I'm going to do what I should be doing, which is loving and looking after myself. I can't save anybody else except myself. So I would like to hand over the responsibility to the fellowships, and can you please talk about the actual acts that the swines have done and binding and tying me up? You've got permission from me to release it today, because they don't want to talk about it, so I need somebody to do it for me, because I don't want to. I know it. I know it already. You're not going to shock me. I'm not surprised. I'm like, I don't need a trigger. Okay? What I need is for someone to take that job for me, please, Captain. Commanders of the ships, of the fellowships. Just do it. Just do it. Name and shame them, and just tell them about the acts of what they've done if you want. I would put a trigger warning on your feed to say this is a trigger warning about it's human trafficking, and I know human trafficking because I'm a human trafficker, survivor, warrior. That's been my mission. That's my chosen mission, to be sexually abused all my life, so I can now stop the human trafficking. But I don't want to talk about it again. The first 7 years, please. Release the first 7 years out online, because that's what I've healed from. That's why I'm healed. I am actually fine. Hey, look at me, I'm fine. I found the waves, just one wave. I only needed to go to see the river. I did the river in 2011 with the gold man. But that's okay. So what I would like is, could I please hand over the responsibility? It's family day. It's Sunday, man. But it does need saying, I know you're right, Mr. Travis. So, could you please do that for me today? Somebody. Anybody. I'm not... This is how bossy I am, you see, Father. This is how I run my ship. Can somebody, anybody who Dad tells to do this job, tell them about the first 7 years of Catherine's life? It's not a good mission. It's not a nice job to do that one. If you've got to be a fisherman to do that, of a deep sea diver or an SAS Archangel, you can't do that job if you're. This is a job for this is not a job for the week. This might be a job for the week. It might take you a week to download all the fucking information. So I would like those files downloaded from the system, and somebody to take responsibility and to do that job for me, please. I'm handing over the reins. I've surrendered, because I'm with God in heaven, and I don't need to keep coming down and doing that. Yesterday was my last day. It was the first. That was my number 1 mission, was to just do that. And I've showed you how to rebuke a devil in an omen style, release the demon. Done it, he said. So what I would like is for, if anybody would like to take on that little mission, it's just a job of God's army. God says, you know, what are you going to do about it? It needs saying. I know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do what you should do in a team, and delegate. Because I've lived it. I don't need to talk about it again. I've lived it. I've healed from it, and I know it about the ring. You've seen the film The Ring? It's a bit like the woodcutter. Now I've cut the wood, chopped the wood, sorted the wood, 1933. Thank you. Please take that. I would like that. I'll listen to it. I'm going to. I don't mind hearing about it. But I don't want to have to keep talking about it. I've done it in talking therapy, and then they all started to cry, and everybody like, it's too much. The truth's too much. I can't handle it. No, you can't. But you did it. You did that. You did that to me. To me, a nice person. You to me, to me to you. Ooh. So I'm handing and delegating over responsibility because I need to go and unpoison my food. I need to go and get a shower. I need to go and do healing of Catherine's healing journey for her inner child. I don't have time to keep... You can't keep talking about it because it keeps coming back up all the time. So I've left it. The devil is... Nothing nice to say, go and sit over there, and now I've locked him in a cage. It's done yesterday from my life. Everybody's gone. I'm dead. So now please take over, and I'm handing that over to the fellowships of anybody who wants to take on that mission. It's not the love and light mission of going and just saying that, you know, oh look, we're going to be millionaires and we're going to have a party in Ibiza kind of mission. It's more a mission of, I'm going to be sick. This is sick kind of mission. It's a sick mission. You might be sick when you get the details of what they actually did to me. That's why it's so traumatic, and that's why I'm the boss. Because I'm God's favourite, because I've still survived through that, what's going to be released over the next few days, and I'm still smiling. So that means I'm an extra. I'm not an extra though, really, I'm the main character. But I would like, can I please delegate that? Thank you, Dad. I'm really impressed with that. I like that. So I'm just going to do this. Push the button in the twin tub. Days are over. I've got an automatic washing machine there. Just press that and it's gone, washed away. Isn't that brilliant? Flushed away. Hey, flush it away. I flushed it away. It's done. It's a given. So I look forward to seeing which lovely card reader gets that out of mine. I probably might be you, Queenie Eyes, because she gets a lot of the... She's quite good at that. She's been through what I've gone through, and it's a bit of a... I mean, a lot of people have, don't get me wrong. We're not just special. We're not special needs. We're special because we're still smiling after what happened to the first 7 years. When you hear it, you're going to be like, no way did that happen. It did happen. So that's that delegated. Done. I love this new way of Thrive mode. I love it. Now I can go and have something to eat and depoison my food. It's in the water systems as well, and the air conditioning systems, and the fucking... Oh, it's fucking everywhere. So I'm going to go and deal with the earth matters, while you can go and deal with the old trauma of heart matters, that I'm not in trauma anymore. I'm just recovering and dealing with the post-traumatic stress syndrome. Ask any soldier, it's terrible. When you come back from war after 32 years, you deserve peace, if nothing else. So... I'll leave that with you. 23:03 on the clock. I love you all. Thank you.